Happy Sunday everybody and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. We've got a story for you and we're going to jump straight in to this one. It's a bit nippy this morning guys, we're at 15 degrees here in sunny, cold Thailand. Hi Dan, I am quite a recent subscriber and I've really enjoyed watching your podcasts. Most are quite amusing, some are pretty sad, but all are really informative, especially for the uninitiated. So I thought I would let you know my story and perhaps share it with your audience. I met my Thai wife about 15 years ago in the UK, and I'm now 67 and my wife is 47. So we met when I was 53 and she was 33. I was divorced at the time, having had a pretty rough deal. My ex-wife had been a very manipulative schemer and, as it turns out, only married me for my baby making skills. Once this had been achieved, she divorced me and returned to her previous true guise as a card-carrying lesbian. So after 5 years of being single and very cautious after that, I met a lovely Thai girl living in England from a dating site. She was also divorced from an Englishman who was apparently a right loser, alcoholic and gambler. I was still very wary and, having heard tales of Thai gold diggers, kept a wary eye out for any signals that she was one of them. The months and then years passed by and she turned out to be an absolute angel, with no plans at all to fleece me. So after about 6 years we got married and are still blissfully happy. In fact, now that I'm retired, we are looking around Thailand for somewhere to spend either the winters or even permanent, but that's another story. One little fly in the ointment has been the fallout with my family and some of my so-called friends. My older brother had spent his whole life being absurdly jealous of me. I'm pretty laid back and he's a self-perceived paragon of virtue. I've worked pretty hard all my life and made a good living in marketing and high-value sales, which he perceived as not real jobs. He, on the other hand, worked hard manually and also made a good living. But every time something good happened in my life had the effect of peeing him off. And when anything bad happened, that would cheer him up. So when I met my Thai lady and we much later got married, he was delighted and sat back and waited for the furniture van to turn up and her to empty the house. But that didn't happen, and we went from strength to strength, to the point where he just couldn't stand it anymore and snapped. One day he couldn't hold it in anymore and went ballistic, wanting to fight me and calling my wife Ladyboy, Ladyboy, Ladyboy. It turns out this was his pet nickname for my wife. So obviously we have parted ways and I haven't seen or heard from him for the past 5 years, and good riddance. So I just wanted to tell you this briefly, although I've got more to share. What I wanted to do was tell your audience not all Thai girls are lusting for your money, that at an age gap of 20 years has been no problem. Also that any negativity can be overcome and it's largely down to jealousy. So cheer up Dan and share my story. If you would like to, or ask me for any more details if you'd prefer, maybe best to call me Bill, George or something though. Cheers Dan and keep up the good work. Okay guys, so another success story where someone has met a Thai woman in their own country and it's worked out well. Seems to be a bit of a pattern going on. Now I really don't have a clue why everybody always wishes to remain anonymous. It's becoming a bit of a trend now. It's like they're doing something wrong or they're going to go to prison or something. It's like they've robbed a bank. I don't get it really. But guys, you don't have to be afraid to just tell your name when you're telling your story, especially a positive story. Guys, a lot of the videos that I produce are normally from men that have had bad experiences here in Thailand, but they're not all bad experiences, guys, that happen here in Thailand. Some work out well. It all depends on the type of woman that you meet, obviously, and a lot of the stories that we get sent in where it's not worked out that good are normally from men that are meeting women in the tourist places, and they normally tend to be sex workers that are gold diggers and do want money. It's pretty obvious, but they're the type of women that men mix with when they come to Thailand for a holiday. So they tend to be the type of women that these guys fall in love with, and they never ever want to let them go. So guys, it's not all doom and gloom. If you've got your head screwed on the right way, you can still meet a very good, decent Thai woman that's not out to drain your bank account. There are actually good ones out there. Now, if you've got a story that you wish to share on the channel, good or bad, then by all means send your story in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. I hope everybody has a wonderful Sunday, and we've got a story coming up shortly. It's a story from a subscriber that sent in a few previous stories that have been a big hit for a lot of subscribers, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy this next one. So for now, this has been Thai Talk with Dan, and ciao for now.